Welcome to Leaders Talk or Papo de Líderes. I'm very happy to see that lots of people have given feedback to me. I'm working on all of them that I can work. And so this is the last double click on the 7 golden rules. And this is the success only comes first, then work in the dictionary. And I received a feedback from my good friend Jason that he didn't understand why that means. So the success, the word success only comes first, then work in the dictionary. But in real life, for me, it's the same analogy is valid. You need to work hard. You will never find the top guy that never had to do any effort. And I even met Usain Bolt in Jamaica, I think 4 or 5 years ago. And there is a interesting story that I will have a separate chapter on that. But I know that he needed to hire a coach to make him be, how can I say, to respect the calendar, the schedule, because he did not have the strength to do it himself. So I'm not saying that you need to work hard and sometimes you don't need any support. Sometimes you need a notebook, you need to put a list, to do a to-do list, you need to put alarm in your phone, because you cannot get any success, any fulfillment if you don't do anything, effort or this. And this brings me to another story from the driver that I had in Trinidad. It was the first time I had a personal driver. Again, Trinidad and Tobago, it's a former colony from UK, so driving on the right hand side, so it was a little bit complicated. So they offered me a driver there. His name is Rambali, and he was in his last year, my first year, but it was his last year. He was retiring after 31 years working in the company. And again, I got to know him. He was taking me home, back and forth to work with my family. So we get to know each other, more details. He told he had 2 kids. And I was interested because he was retiring. We did a farewell party. We visited his place. And I was surprised. And I asked, okay, so you are the driver, you joined 31 years ago, but what was your role back then? As you started as an intern and he said, no, I started as a driver. And I said, but you didn't progress in your career. And I said, but why? I am happy. And he is the happiest person. I hope he is still alive, but he was, that I have met. He was always smiling. He was always with a positive attitude, a can-do attitude. And I said, but so you joined as a driver and you are retiring 31 years later as a driver? And yes, but why? And I said, I always liked car, but I know because I'm coming from a not so wealthy family, and I knew that I would not be able to buy the cars that I want to drive. But if I worked for a good company, I would be able to drive good cars. And one day I might be driving the car of the CEO of the company as I'm driving now. Back then the company car was a Volkswagen Touareg. And that again was another aha moment for me. That success, fulfillment, not necessarily is positions, is that you need to reach high level. Each of us need to define what is it. And he is a successful man. I got to know that he was able to send his 2 kids to study in UK. He mentioned to me that the salary that he was getting was enough for him and his wife. I visited his house. He had everything, a simple house, but had a flat screen TV on the wall. His wife was very pleased because of the company, all that they had. So think about that. Success doesn't mean that should be financial, it's more fulfillment, but it's impossible to achieve it without any effort. So think about that. I hope you are enjoying. My next chapter, my next video, I will talk about a shark story. Stay tuned. Hit the bell if you want to get notice. And in the future, I will talk about this Usain Bolt story as well. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.